Hey guys, welcome to the brand new Tikvah Show. We are super excited to be here. This is Jimmy and that's Sanny there.
Hi, Jimmy, and hello, dear friends. Welcome to the Tikvah Show. And we are excited to bring this new show to you. And this is all about turning on your hope mode.
I like that. There are many things in our life where we forget to turn the hope mode on and we turn the panic mode many times. That's very easy. We just go and press the panic button. But we are here to remind you there is a hope mode in you and we want to inspire you to
Turn on your hope mode.
That's right. So this is our show and we are super excited that we get to journey with you, to share with you the way you can find hope even in hopeless situation.
Wow, Jimmy, I'm looking forward.
Me too. हमें बेहद खुशी है कि आप हमारे साथ जुड़ रहे हैं, आप हमको सुन पा रहे हैं पॉडकास्ट में और आप हमको देख पा रहे हैं in this video और may this be a meaningful time for all of us.
Yes, wow, that's so good. And what I wanted to say is that today, being our first episode of
Hooray!
this,
Yay, first episode.
yes,
Right.
we are going to start with a very important and very pertinent topic for our young generation, for our young people, for all of us. But we say, our show is all about making space for the present generation, where their stories, their real stories, will be told, and we will journey together to find real solutions. So today we are going to talk about relationships.
Oh wow, that's like an ocean.
Yes.
You just can keep on swimming across, and you would find
or try to swim across. Yeah.
And you still find that there is so much more to cover.
Yes.
But it's a very interesting topic, and I guess it's very relevant, and it's a much needed. And hopefully, there we will find situations where our friends here, our viewers, will find hope to journey in this.
In their relationships.
Yes, in this time with us. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's so exciting, and as part of being a community where we want to hear what you have to say, for every topic that we or every series that we embark on together, we want to hear from you. So what we have done is we have put together a survey, and we had taken it to our friends, those in our circle, those out, and we even had a few of us going to the streets and talking to people and understanding.
We had some beautiful responses on that. Yeah.
Yes, and hear from them. What is a relationship?
That's right.
And so right now, we want to hear a little bit of what they have to say through the survey forms that we send across. So one of the things we had in common, many of them responded by saying that relationship is a close bond between two persons. And another set of responses we got is that it is a friendship. There was one person who wrote and said that it is in a relationship, it is a space where you bring your authentic self to the other person. You can be the real you.
All right.
And then we had another responder telling us that, it is all about creating, that connection and that friendship, and finding. We had another person say that it's about finding close, comfort, understanding, patience between two people in love. So we had a variety, but all of them had touched one or the other aspect of this thing called relationship, right?
True. And I think also for us to understand about relationship, it might be good to also explore
Yes.
what relationship means, right?
Yes.
And what do you think relationship is?
Oh, it is. It's deep, and
Define
yeah.
relationship in Sani's words.
For me, relationship is beautiful. It
Uh-huh.
is the reason for me to live.
Oh,
It,
wow.
yeah, it is the thing that makes me.
Somehow I feel happy hearing that.
Oh, you should be happy hearing that. So yeah, so that's what for me relationship. It's deeply, it's personal, it's beautiful, and it's the reason for my life. Yeah.
You know, it's interesting. I just looked up on the dictionary to see what relationship means, and I was really shocked to see that dictionary says relationship is connection.
Wow.
It's as simple as that, and yet it is so complex.
It is.
I guess the reason why we picked this topic is because not that it's not beautiful, but it's just that there is so much of complication.
And complexities.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so I guess what our friends would discover through this show is we kind of go through a journey. The format of our show is to go through a journey, finding real problems, you
Yeah.
know, in the real world, and journeying to find real solutions.
That's right. So it's a point of, we exploring this together with our audience, right?
Yeah, I mean, we are no experts, right?
We're no experts.
If you look at our resume, we have nothing that would qualify us to speak authentically. But the fact is, we are experienced.
Right.
We have seen a lot of life and a lot of lives. And so we just want to reach out to you, our precious listeners and viewers, that this is what we have seen and this is our thoughts and our insights into situations. And
Yeah.
you're welcome rather to receive it. So
Yeah.
you don't have to repeat the mistakes that, many of
Yeah.
us have
Yes.
gone through.
Right. That's right. So it's all about being real and, being authentic ourselves and being vulnerable while we share from our experiences also. So, yeah.
Right.
So that for me is really, I think it's very profound because um, only when you are close can there be any relationship, in a way. Close, I'm not even talking about just, the physical distance, but it is, you are, maybe you share values or your same outlook in life, your perspective, your worldview, and that builds and come, to a close bond and relationship happens. And yeah, so before I think we go in, I also wanted to kind of, put it out there that a relationship can be meaning many things,
Yeah,
right?
many facets, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like
So-
your relationship with your parents,
Right.
your relationship with your siblings, your friends, your neighbors. But I think we are only zeroing in on a romantic relationship.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh, romantic. That's like, okay.
Yeah. And I'm sure, everyone would want to know more about it because I think that is such a focus of our lives, I mean, it can make or break you.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
I also think many times this is not given such an importance in our community, and it's sometimes put under the carpet.
Mm.
But we felt that this is something that needs to be shared,
Right.
discussed, and explored.
Right.
Not that we will find answers for all the problems, but at least we can start the process
Right.
of exploring the challenges and taking forward.
Yeah, that's right. And so the second thing that in the list of responses we got that really struck me is they're talking about bringing your authentic self The space where you bring your authentic self is what is relationship. So, your thoughts, Jimmy?
Yeah, I know. I think that's a very deep thought there,
Right.
especially our viewers and listeners who are watching us, if they are in an age group where they're still studying,
Right.
and I think that's where the complexity begins. Why? Because in today's world, relationships are like you only put up your best dress when you want to go and see someone.
Right.
You spend so much of time,
Putting yourself together. Yeah. Your
yeah,
outfit for the day.
outfit for the day, and you do so much. But is that the real you?
Yeah.
In a way, it is, but it is like I'm reminded of I don't know that this generation would know. There was a car, it's a MPV or a SUV. It's a cross in between that.
Okay.
It's called Armada.
Okay.
It's like the old Mahindra Jeep. And they would have, it's like the auto magazine, one of the auto magazines made a statement. It's like a old lady with a heavy makeup. Sometimes we are like that. We try to hide the real us, trying to think that, we want to be in a relationship.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's where, again, it can get complex. Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah. So, being the real you, or being given the space where you can be the real you, is when you call that relationship a relationship. So, it's beautiful. It's a bit idealistic, according to me, because we are constantly.
So what's your suggestion, if I may ask you, to all the young kids out there? How can they be the real them in a relationship? Not that we are endorsing it, but, even if you like it or not, there might be people who might put
Yeah.
themselves out there. So what should be the approach?
Being the real you is such a heavy term, and because you are young, you are growing.
That's the best part, right? You're young.
Yeah, you are young, you're growing. So, give yourself the opportunity to learn and grow, and we are constantly evolving. We are constantly changing. I'm not talking about our foundations changing. I'm talking about the other things, that because of our journey in life, because of our experiences, the people we meet, if you are a student, then, what you learn, in the school, in the colleges, in the universities, they all do in a big way influence you, and you change. You come out of it changed. So, to put that pressure on you to be the the unchanging one, I think we have to expect that the two people in the relationship are going to change, but what should remain constant should be your foundations. So for me, I would say that the principles that I live by are from the Word of God. So that being constant, everything else, it would influence how I make decisions, but I'm constantly learning, and I'm constantly also changing.
Yeah, I mean, it's important that we, in any relationship that you are, to be who you really are.
Right.
Don't try to put up a facade.
Yes, that's
Because
correct.
sometimes, that is what can create problems eventually, because eventually the makeup will come off.
Right.
And you are in for a surprise, maybe,
Or a shock.
Or a shock, yeah. So being true to yourself, I think, can be very relieving.
True.
And in today's generation, I think, the kids now are far more I
Yeah.
think, well worse than our
Right.
generation,
Correct. They know what works for them. They know
yeah,
who they are. They know.
yeah, podcasts like this that helps them, I guess.
Yeah. True. That's very true. Correct.
So it's like the kids nowadays are born with a chip in their, not the chin, but, I guess in their brains. They are far more nuanced in their understanding of the
And thinking,
situations.
right.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's a very good response, that being yourself in relationship. But I guess it's a work in progress.
Right.
It sounds easy, but it has its own challenges.
Right. Right.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. And the third one that I really loved is that they talked about friendship.
Yeah.
Is relationship. So today we are talking about romantic relationship.
mean-
How does friendship tie with that? What are your thoughts, Jimmy?
It's very interesting that they mention friendship. I think, again, that's the yearning in the heart of our, the ones that we have done this survey of. It's an idealistic worldview that they have, that they would want in a relationship friendship. But I guess you can get there, or you might start off your relationship
As friends.
as friends.
Right.
But, it is a work in progress.
Right.
And you have to be intentional that you will maintain your friendship.
Right.
It's a choice that you have to make. And
Exactly.
one of the most important things, it covers the previous point that we did, was with your friends, you are open.
Yourself.
Yeah. I always tell that my friends are my friends because they like me for who I am.
Right.
Otherwise, they are not friends, they are fans. Or, they are your enemies, so to say, because if they really like you, they will,
Yeah.
kind of be with you.
Right.
So that's important.
Yeah, that's right. So we have covered the three, at least the responses that have struck me as wow.
But I think we also have a video that they will get to see at the end of this
episode.
episode, where you can see the video responses.
I'm waiting to see that myself. At the end of the show.
Our friends Roshan and the others have gone and done a beautiful job of doing some street bites. So
so that's what I mean. I'm really, I'm sure you guys are also going to really enjoy. So coming to the
why
theme.
Tikvah then, right?
Yeah. Right. Why?
Why have we taken this topic if everything is so beautiful?
Also, can you just tell me what is Tikvah before?
Oh, right. Okay. $1 million question. Now, Tikvah is not Tikwa in Hindi. In a way, it could mean that. But Tikvah is a Hebrew word. And that Hebrew word for Tikvah means hope.
Wow.
And we want to bring hope. So it's good that you brought that question. How can we bring hope in relationships?
Wow.
In other words, is there a room for or a need for hope in relationship? And thank you for bringing that question. I think it is very important that we bring hope, because there are real challenges in relationship that we find.
Right.
The reason why we picked this topic is because we have seen that a lot of young people are not able to handle relationships.
Right. And also another aspect is there are many out there right now coming out or just had, broken relationships.
Yeah, they're hurting.
They're hurting.
They are emotionally hurting. They're also physically hurting themselves.
Right.
And getting addicted to substances and, going into the wrong path.
Yeah. Self-harming also.
Yeah, self-harming. So, and that's where our heart is, that we try to identify the situation that our friends find themselves, and we should, be able to discuss this issue. So, if I can just, I'm noted some points, so let me just do justice to my points here. Is that why is there a problem in relationship that we find today?
Wow.
You
So
know, relationship, as you said, is beautiful.
Yeah.
It is the most beautiful thing, right?
Right.
But then why is it that it has a problem? And I think a couple of things that we have found out is, one is it's the peer pressure, and especially in this age that kids are in school and college, there's a lot of peer pressure. And to be accepted into one particular group,
Right.
they have to do a lot of compromise.
Right. Yeah.
I was in the States, and there drugs is a big problem.
Right.
Dope dealers. So our tagline there is from dope dealers to hope dealers. It sounds catchy and cheesy, but the point is, a quick story to kind of reinforce this is, there were a bunch of young college students going for an excursion. And there was this one girl who was sitting with the group, and then the group said, okay, let's smoke. And the cigarette was passed, and it came to her, and she said, no, I don't smoke.
Okay.
And then the next thing is they left her and they went to the next, coupon or the next berth, and she was left out. But after a point, she said, what's the point? I'm here to enjoy with my friends. Why should I stand out? And she goes and joins the group. And this happened in front of my friend's eye, and he said that is what happens when you try to be identifying yourself as part of a group, and you have to compromise. And that's peer pressure. And he made a very powerful statement that has remained with me. He said, if she's willing to make such compromises now, eventually in her life, she will make bigger compromises. And those bigger compromises leads to problems in relationship. So that is there. And I also think FOMO, it's a new term, FOMO, because there is this whole thing of fear of missing out. There are a lot of, where do you pick your relationship goals or ideals, or what is the source? Today we have OTT platforms where, it's absolute, far away from reality, even though they try to portray it as the reality.
Yeah.
But some of it is doing more harm. And, kids who watch it sometimes, think that this is the real thing,
Right. Even on YouTube, when we were discussing this, one of our friends said that, the daily vlogs that have so many hundreds and thousands of subscribers, and they come out with content that promote a certain set or some ideals about
certain narrative.
Relationship, and the viewers end up believing that that is what is the norm or should be. So they adjust. So the viewers adjust their reality, or they are forced to adjust their reality accordingly.
And I also see that, there's so much of haste. It's like our younger generation are on a gold rush to jump into things. There's a proverb which is haste makes waste, where if you rush into things, especially those who drive bikes would know, the faster you go, the easier you lose control, because life's road is a lot of bends and curves.
Right.
You need to go in a steady pace, otherwise you can be thrown off the cliff, as it were. And so I think these are some of the things that our youngsters are facing. And it is important that they find hope in their hopeless situation.
Right.
And for those of our listeners and viewers who want to know more how you can find hope, you should definitely watch our next episode, where we are going to address how you can face these situations and what is the solution according to our experience that we would like to share with you. What do you think?
Yeah, that is so good, Jimmy. I mean, I'm looking forward to the next episode, and so it is time for us to say goodbye. But we are excited to come back with the next part of this series.
Show.
Yeah, and this series on relationship. So this is me, your host, Sani,
And Jimmy.
saying bye-bye, God bless, and turn on your hope mode.
Love you guys.
What is relationship?
Okay, so-
Relationship is like a comfort place with your loved ones where you feel free, you be yourself, and yeah,
So is it necessary and why?
absolutely, it is very necessary because see, after a tiring day at an office, I really want a space, a person to whom I can just blabber everything like my hectic day or just feel at peace. After coming back from work and then feel relaxed, sleep, and then resume my day the next morning.
So what is relationship according to you?
So I feel relationship is basically a partnership. You explore yourself more and the partner itself. So it's like different selves of yourself. So yeah, that is I think relationship. Two people coming together, sharing love, hate, fights, everything together. So that's I think it's the most exciting part.
Okay, so first question is what is relationship according to you?
According to me, relationship is like where you get a comfort zone and where you can, go like you can go after the office or the college, and you can go to the person, and she can provide you comfort and peace of mind.
So that can be your best friend also. Why is it?
Yeah, but best friend don't provide you sexual things, na.
Ah.
I'm single.
But you can define it.
Relationship is, a bond between two people.
Okay.
And
A good bond
yeah, a good bond. A love relationship.
which lasts for a long time.
So what do you think? Same.
Which lasts for a long time. Which it should. Yes, sir. And two people love together unconditionally. That is relationship for me.
Relationship should be a mixture of, like I said, it should be fun, should be loving, caring, should be being comfortable in your own skin, like being yourself and sharing the best moments with each other.
That's nice. Very nice. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the answer. And is it necessary? What do you think?
Yeah, it is definitely necessary. It keeps you bonded. It keeps you grounded. And it's like you meet a lot of people in the whole day, and then finally you have that one person to go home to. So that is I feel is the best part.
But that can be your best friend also. But
Yeah,
why do
it
you
can
need
be.
a...
But when it's a relationship, then you have that love aspect as well. So not only it's the bonding, but it's also the love aspect.
Okay, that's nice. And is it good or bad? And if it's good, why? And bad?
So it's good when it's very healthy. It's it should be like very back and forth. It should be like two ways. It's bad when it's like single person into it.
So healthy.
yeah.
Healthy means like what do you think? What is healthy
So
relationship?
healthy relationship will always have communication. It will always have respecting each other, having that trust with each other. So yeah, I think that's a healthy relationship.
Do you go with the modern definition of relationship?
See, I am an oldie. Like I am this old school love person. So yeah, few things I definitely adapt, but little bit on the older side. Old.
That's nice. That's nice. And then this is the last question. What do you search in a relationship?
Search in a relationship. I'm still figuring that out, but I feel one trustable person, someone you can rely to, someone who can go for each and everything, you find solutions with him. Yeah, that's I think.
But that can be your best friend also. What
Yeah, but
makes...
see, when it comes to best friends, then you have a lot of I think barriers. But when that person is there whom you love so much, then there are no barriers. Thank you so much for your time.
What do you search in a relationship?
Search obviously.
You're not
Yeah,
I
no,
want to
no.
answer the answer.
So obviously you need a good good body type, and second thing is you are if you are connecting in with that person or.
Say.
And is it necessary?
Of course, it is necessary.
Why is it necessary?
जिंदा होने के लिए चाहिए.
And what do you think of it?
I don't think it's necessary. Like, maybe not. It depends on person to person.
And what do you think?
हाँ मतलब I also think same. ज़रूरी नहीं है किसी के साथ रिलेशनशिप में होना, आप अपने साथ भी रह सकते हो. You can enjoy single also and you can enjoy with your couple also. So it is not very important.
That's nice.
But we should not be with many people. That's it.
You can say that again.
We should not be maintaining relationship with many people,
And what
especially at a time.
What do you think?
Why do you think so? Means it's not good for me.
Loyalty is important.
हाँ.
Loyalty is important.
Yeah. एक बार में ज़्यादा दिल नहीं तोड़ा जा
Oh my
सकता.
god, look who's saying.
Bad or is it good? Relationship, is it bad and why is it?
It is good. मतलब when people share their thoughts, share their love with each other, so that is good for me. मतलब most of the people think ना कि यार ये क्या है चल रहा है ठीक है. अगर आप अपना प्यार शेयर करोगे तो मज़ा है.
Why?
Yeah, I think if two people genuinely love each other and they want to be together, then it is good. But if they're not into each other and just casually, you know, so I don't think it's good.
Okay, so you're saying just sleeping around is bad.
If they both, I agree, like, I can't say that.
And what do you think?
It's just about the
It stands for a long time only on truth. With lie, it can't be stand for a long time. That's what I feel.
So is it bad or good?
It is good.
It is good.
It depends upon people, how they are maintained.
Okay. And the last question is, what do you search in a relationship?
Search genuinity and frankness.
Genuinity and frankness.
Yeah.
What do you search?
Transparency and loyalty.
ट्रस्ट. एक ही चीज चाहिए, सिर्फ ट्रस्ट. अगर सामने वाले पे भरोसा है तो फिर प्यार तो बहुत आगे जाएगा.
Philosophy.
लाइक शेयर एंड सब्सक्राइब दिस चैनल.
Thank you.